Hey, this is Tony with Salt Strong, and in this video we're going to be reviewing the Shimano Stradic FL spinning reel. Now, I have done another video talking about the specs of this reel and comparing it to the CI4 Plus. So if you haven't seen that video, definitely be sure to check that out. I'm not going to be talking about the specs in this video, more of my own experience using this reel. Keep in mind we do not accept sponsorships, and we don't have any sponsors, so these are solely based on our own personal experiences with these products, and we do pay for them. We don't get them for free, so just keep that in mind as you are listening to this review. So first off, my overall opinion about the reel: highly recommend. Very strong, very durable, very saltwater resistant. I have been using this from my kayak. I fish from a kayak pretty much all the time, and it's always exposed to salt water getting splashed on it, and haven't had pretty much zero issues with it. And as you can see, spins nice and smoothly, no noise, nothing like that, compared to the CI4 Plus, where the bearings have been going bad. I have a CI4 Plus, and after a couple trips, the roller bearing was making a lot of noise, and also some of the internal bearings were making noise. And as you can see, this reel is still smooth and very quiet after months of use. Now, something else I really like about this reel: it has sort of a taller spool on it compared to the CI4 Plus, which helps with casting. You know, when you have a taller spool, just like surf casting reels. Now, obviously this isn't as tall as a surf casting reel, but it is a little bit taller than the standard Shimano Stradic CI4. So it does help with casting distance. Nice longer and smoother casts with that taller spool on there. Now, I have landed some really nice fish as well with this reel. Handles them very nicely. The drag, it is smooth. However, I'll go ahead and talk about this now. I did purchase two of these reels. Go ahead and grab the other one really quick. And what I noticed was one of them, the drag was sticky. So that is one con that I did find, is that I may have just gotten a bad reel, not sure, but the drag was sticky. Simple fix to that was I just took the cap off of the spool. You just take that cap off, and there's going to be a spring on the inside that you will pop off. Go ahead and show that really quick. Might as well. So take that cap off the spool, and then when you look at the inside of the spool, there's going to be a little spring in there. It's sort of square shaped. You're going to pop that out, and those are the drag washers, and you're going to take those drag washers out and pretty much clean them off nice and thoroughly with a nice clean rag. Try not to use a rag that sort of sheds. You definitely don't want to get any lint in there from a rag. So take those drag washers out, clean them off, and then re-grease them. They say you don't have to grease carbon drag washers, which these reels have. However, it is going to help. It does help when you have some grease on there. They do come greased, but I like to tell people not all reels are greased equally. And make sure that you use actual drag grease. They sell drag grease. Shimano has their own. There's another one also called Cal's drag grease. You don't want to use just standard reel grease. So again, I am kind of glad that I did buy two of these reels, just because I was made aware of that problem. But again, not too big of an issue because it can be fixed on your own. You don't have to send the reel back or anything like that. So simple fix just by re-greasing those drag washers if you do have a sticky drag on your FL. Now, this drag is also pretty lightweight compared to other reels in its class. It is a little bit heavier than the CI4 Plus, which the CI4 does have an advantage over with this reel, but it's really not that heavy. A lot of these newer reels in 3000 size, this is a 3000 here, they're very light, especially if you're throwing artificials all day. You don't want to use a very heavy reel. So nice and lightweight. Again, not as light as a CI4 Plus, but will still get the job done and won't fatigue you throughout the day. Now, lastly, the price. These reels are pretty expensive. They're in the $200 range, depending on the size reel that you get. The 2500 to the 3000 or below, I believe, is right at the $200 mark. And then if you go to a 4,000 or 5,000, they get to the 210, 220 range. So a little pricey, but if you do happen to be one of our insider members, you do get 20% off these reels, along with the CI4 Plus and a ton of other different types of rods and reels and tackle and equipment. So be sure, if you're an insider, to take advantage of that discount. And if you're not an insider, you're definitely missing out on some really good deals. So just keep that in mind. So again, my overall opinion or rating, I guess you can say, of this reel would be very good, if not excellent. Again, I did have two. One of them had that sticky drag, and that was really the only issue I've had with these reels. And again, the price range, that $200 mark, but again, if you are an insider, you do get 20% off on our shop page. We do sell these reels, so definitely take advantage of that. So that will wrap up this review. If you have any questions or comments, or perhaps you want to share your experience with this reel, whether it be good or bad, definitely let us know down below. We'd like to know your feedback. So thanks for watching. Until next time, I'll see you on the next video.
There's something about the water that'll give you peace, all by yourself or with your family. Live salt strong and wear the line today.